Be blessed by the divine. Vethathiri Maharishi's Divine State Meditation. Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Clearance practice. The atmosphere around us is being purified by the divine power. The atmosphere around us is being purified by the divine power. The atmosphere around us is being purified by the divine power. The divine energy descends upon us. We are being purified and blessed. The divine energy descends upon us. We are being purified and blessed. The divine energy descends upon us. We are being purified and blessed. May the divine power protect us, guide us, and lead us day and night at all times, at all places, and in all our activities. Salutations to Mother, salutations to Father, salutations to Guru Vethathiri Maharishi. Brahmajnana Sang. The eternal space is a self-compressive force, intensifying on itself. Hence, the particle arose. The friction, as it rotates in the absolute space, gives rise to the ubiquitous magnetic waves. Magnetism, imperceptible, turns into the tanmatras 5 and don't be aved. Panchabhutas from the atoms derive. Magnetism in living things, the mind does become. Knowing this is realization. Brahma Jnanam. Let us commence meditation. Expand your mind and merge it with the infinite absolute space. Eternal space is worshipped as Brahman, God, nature, and Almighty. Let us remain with our mind in this expanded state and meditate. Primordial state, which is the root of the manifested universe, is characterized by the four qualities of phlenem, force, consciousness, and time. Self compressive force is one of the qualities of the primordial state. The action of the self compressive force causes the primordial state crumble into tiny particles, too small for the eyes or sense organs to perceive. They are called paramanu, formative dust, or ether. Formative dust begin to spin on account of the self compressive force of the divine state. Divine state, which is the force behind each of the dust, also makes them to spin, thereby transforming them into units of magnetism. Formative dust are pushed together into clusters by the surrounding self compressive force of the divine state. They are called atoms or infinitesimal energy particles, as every formative dust and atom formed through an association of the dust rotate constantly. Other dust atoms are kept at a distance. On account of this repulsive force, atoms or dust particles do not merge with one another and continue to rotate independently. Despite this, the self compressive force of the divine state forces the atoms closer together, whereby they become the elements or panchabhutas, depending on the density of the field. All visible manifestation are the result of an association of the panchabhutas. Magnetism, generated by the dissolution of the energy particles in the atoms in an organism, produces a vortex called the genetic center. It is the soul which forms one of the features of a living being. When universal magnetism, which surrounds a living being, undergoes transformation into pressure, sound, light, taste, and smell, biomagnetism in the genetic center also undergoes a similar transformation, after which it dissolves into the divine state. The sense organs, that is, skin, tongue, nose, eyes, and ears, are the result of transformations undergone by biomagnetism as it exited the genetic center. Mind, which cognizes the other five transformations, is the sixth transformation of biomagnetism. Changes undergo by the genetic center on account of sensory perceptions transform into its qualities. The body of an organism may perish with death, but the genetic center, as well as its qualities, does not perish. The transformations which resulted in the advent of tiny organisms subsequently went through a series of evolutionary changes to become a variety of life forms with increasing number of sense organs we see today. This knowledge provides the realization that the almighty primordial state itself has undergone transformation from the level of the formative dust to man through various stages. Man, who is the ultimate manifestation of the transformations, stands above all else with regard to his knowledge and skills. When the question, "Who am I?" arises in the human mind, the answer would be the long history of the transformations and the ultimate realization: I am the divine. This meditation, practiced every day, provides the realization that the divine state has undergone transformation to manifest as the universe, with all the living and non living things, as well as the higher self in man. This inner vision enables us to perceive the entire universe as filled with magnetism. It also functions of the mind in man. The same magnetism links the universe as well as the living beings with one another, despite the presence of the individual genetic center. All things are linked together through the individual consciousness, just as the ocean is the root from which millions of waves arise. This inner vision carries human minds from the petty level of considerations in terms of religion, politics, and possessions to be filled with the noble sentiments of love and compassion. This is perfection. It also is the history of the divine. Conclude the meditation. By the grace of the divine, we will enjoy good health, long life, prosperity, wisdom, and grace. By the grace of the divine, we will enjoy good health, long life, prosperity, wisdom, and grace. By the grace of the divine, we will enjoy good health, long life, prosperity, wisdom, and grace. Blessings. Bless your life partner. Bless your children. Bless your siblings. Bless your close friends and relatives. Bless your colleagues. Bless your enemies or evildoers in order they may change for the better. Vedathrium propounded by Vethathiri Maharishi, be blessed by the divine. World Community Service Center, be blessed by the divine. Temple of Consciousness, be blessed by the divine. All Sky Trust, be blessed by the divine. All Sky Meditation Center, be blessed by the divine. Twofold path of virtue. I in my life will not cause any harm to anybody physically or mentally. I shall strive to remove the miseries of others to the extent possible. I, in my life, will not cause any harm to anybody, physically or mentally. I shall strive to remove the miseries of others to the extent possible. I, in my life, will not cause any harm to anybody, physically or mentally. I shall strive to remove the miseries of others to the extent possible. Be blessed by the divine. Invocation for world peace. May the leaders of every nation intuitively attain divine realization. The boundaries of all nations guarded by a force common to every country. May all men live without rancor or fear, working for a living, all wars disappear. May the people all over the world find lasting peace which fills their mind. Be blessed by the divine. May there be a rainfall in adequate strength so that lakes, ponds, rivers, and wells fill to the brim and overflow for the welfare of all. May there be a rainfall in adequate strength so that lakes, ponds, rivers, and wells fill to the brim and overflow for the welfare of all. May there be a rainfall in adequate strength so that lakes, ponds, rivers, and wells fill to the brim and overflow for the welfare of all. Be blessed by the divine. May peace prevail within us. May peace prevail around us. May peace prevail all over the world. Peace, peace, peace.